Hello and welcome back to Quell. Refresher training, straight into it. Right, okay, I did a video about a year and a bit ago now explaining different methods of what you should do, and this has been prompted recently by clients asking me about when should they do refresher training. And I always say refresher training should be done every 2 to 3 years, or if the risks change or you have an incident. Now that probably sounds like, well, that could be every day. Totally agree. But the most important thing is staff are kept up to date. I did a training session the other day, and one of the managers at the end of the session turned to me, who I'd trained 4 years previously, said, "We all really need training refresher again, Will." And I said, well, look, the problem you've got is when you're in the world of workplace violence, it changes, but it's constantly changing. We have risks from nitrous oxide more every week now. I've got more aggression, more assaults. If you check out our shorts, I've put a couple of videos up there because I keep being asked about them, showing about some incidents in retail, in hospitality, even in the hotel groups I work for. They're having issues to do with guests refusing to leave. So we're getting a change all the time within my sector of workplace violence, inclusive of what I did a blog on last week in my LinkedIn through Quell training of zombie knives. So we're getting a high degree of people being threatened with certain degrees of weapons, and it's a very volatile time of the year as well when we come to the Christmas period. So if you are watching this and you are in a position of authority, I would strongly ask you to look at your training, especially around risks of workplace violence. That's verbal abuse, threats, or unfortunately, which I do look into quite a lot, physical violence. And say to yourself, well, what can we do? Do we have a large team meeting? Do we do an internal training session? Do we take a subject? If you're in the hospitality, I strongly ask you to ask for Angela. If you look at within retail, I would strongly ask you to look into robbery. And then if you're in the housing and care sector, government sectors, especially the organisations that I work with, okay, are we making sure our staff are carrying out them vital risk assessments? Are they carrying out that really important report and recording? And are they carrying out like a DRA, the dynamic risk assessment? These are these little things, and you can do it in many variations. Like I said, you've got your team meetings, do it online through Teams. Some people seem to work and just do a few little activities, or come to people like me over e-learning. Our e-learning packages seem to be working brilliantly. A lot of our clients are using them more now, all the way through to even short 2.5 hour virtual training sessions, all the way to 3 hours if necessary, or a day. I mean, 9:30 to 3, it's not long. But you've got to always remember, if you're in a position of responsibility, that staff safety is not only important, obviously, for emotionally, physically in the business, but it also keeps your staff. I go to so many organisations where the turnover of staff is wild, and I ask staff when they're leaving, why? And a lot of them do say to me, it's because of safety, Will. So, no, it's a different type of video for us, but please have a think about it and say to yourself, right, have I done refresher training, and do I need to do it? Please continue to watch us on our social media. Stay safe whatever you're doing, and bye for now.